Aloha, cupcakes. Today, we're gonna find out what I can do with one of these. Are you ready? Are you? Are you? Tough. Doing it. Okay, so I skipped a few steps. There was a video last night where you get to see what I started out with, and I think I cut it off right before I started work. Actually, no, I just cut it off last night because I was done working last night. I did get a heat gun so that I can heat up the paint and dry it out, especially when I'm using the airbrush stuff and the UV paint. This stuff just, it needs some help. So I've already done all that. And then we're doing the detail work. And I'm using Alpha's Black and a Hansen detailing brush. Now mine are a little modified because I trimmed the tips on them just to make them a tiny bit sharper. And that's, honestly, I think I do that more because as they get older, they start to kind of flare out a little bit. I don't know if you can tell by that handle. This one's got some miles on it. Now, I voted against doing this in a time-lapse type of thing or sped up at all. So this is all real time, which makes it just so much more fun, right? Super exciting. Most insane thing you'll ever see in your entire life. Yeah, what's funny is I actually hold my breath when I pull lines like that. So apparently I hold my breath when I'm watching myself pull lines like that, just out of some form of sympathy for myself. That's my best guess. That sounds good. We'll go with that. Yeah, I'm sympathizing with myself, so I hold my breath in real life, so then I can hold my breath while doing voiceovers, watching the playback of the video. Yeah, it makes sense. So part of the reason that this video is getting posted up, aside from the fact that I'm making a video every day, so I figured I would just video everything that I work on. Well, most of the things that I work on while I'm doing this. It's supposed to be helping me get more comfortable with doing this, but I mean, don't get me wrong. Take a look at the focus on screen right now. So I've managed to figure out how to get my depth of field exactly where I feel like I need it. Now, the overhead shot is still kind of weird, but I think I need to build a different mount for this camera just so I can adjust where it sits. Because it's either too low and in my face while I'm working, or it's too high and then I have to like really crop in order to get the image. And then when it's really, really high, then it's like this, where you can see things when I move away from it. Now the side angle shots, I don't know if you can even tell how punched in that is. I have punched in quite a bit on this one, but that's because I wasn't paying attention to what lenses I was using. And thought I was using a wider angle. And was not, because I just assume my camera's already set up since I use it daily. But no, we were not that smart, not today, which is fine because I know how to work around when I mess up filming. The other thing is that I've adjusted the lights so that both the cameras, which is an Insta360 One RS, I would like to add more characters into that model number, but apparently that's as long as they could make it for me. And then I'm using the Lumix S1. Neither of these things have even remotely comparable equipment in them, so I had to work with my lights to get the colors right. And this has been something I've been working on for the last couple of weeks. I've adjusted things, filtered things, changed out bulbs, and finally got it to where my workbench has consistent light without flickering. So, a little proud of that. In the meantime, though, all of this work that I've been putting into getting better at filming, I haven't really been putting any work into concepts of what artwork I want to do. So for this one, for example, I've taken that, I don't even know what the name of the video is. There's this old skeletons, like Looney Tunes type cartoon. There's a few of them, remakes of it, and I think one of them was remade by Warner Brothers, and they have this kind of goofy looking animation style for skeletons. I was trying to adapt that style onto Jack Skellington, which was originally just a 3D image because he was stop motion and they made sculptures to make him. So now what didn't work out so well is I completely forgot about the fact that I can't draw on these things. So basically I've got an image on my tablet that I've messed with and manipulated to a point where it's like, okay, well, I can kind of paint what I see and then kind of go from there. And then some of it proportionally worked out right. Some of it, because of the way that the other brush works, I had to flare out a little bit. And then, honestly, I'm painting backwards. So normally the way that I do this stuff is that white is the last color that I use. The black details would all be done way before I do this. But in order for me to do the UV reactive stuff on the white, I have to airbrush it. Meaning all of the black lines have to go last. So, we're just seeing how many more difficult ways I can put this upon myself while doing this painting. On a purse that is just saturated leather that, it's just, more complexion, more complexity to something that was already going to be tedious, to say the least. So that's why this is a trimmed down version of a very long video. Like, there's probably about 20 to 30 minutes of me just using the heat gun between layers of this to get everything dried out to where I feel that it's comfortable and I don't need to go back and redo that section. So you're missing out on all the boring parts of what is already where we are right now. Exciting, right? So it's a weird request, and maybe you're not even watching at this point anyways, but if you've had the opportunity to go watch any of my older videos, I want to know how this one compares to that in terms of like how I made it, how I shot it, how I composed it, lighting, audio, all that stuff. The stuff that you don't normally think about when you're watching these videos. How'd I do? That's okay, right? Kinda? Sorta? So check it out. That's how that worked. Cute, right? But wait, we haven't messed with the black lights yet. There you go. And I think I'm done with this one. So did you figure it out? Did you take a guess? Did I get it enough to where it looks like that? Or did I mess up? Let me know in the comments. Stay moist, my friends.